Todd the Fox and Bambi the Deer used to be rivals, but ever since the day they both rescued Feline together, Todd and Bambi are later best friends. Ever since Feline became the princess of the forest, she, Bambi, Mina, and the Great Stag moved to the Tree Village with help from Jiminy Cricket and Thomas the Tank Engine. One day, in the Tree Village, Phil the Chimpanzee and the Board of Deer Organization discussed the case of Feline the Deer. Later that day, Feline befriends a beautiful young vixen. It was Rita the Fox who grew into an adult. It is revealed that Rita is Todd's aunt who became a businesswoman. On her way to the old castle, Feline hitches a ride with two friendly monsters, Mike and Sully, who both encourage her to find Mina. Meanwhile, Todd and Bambi band together with their friends to find Feline before Agatha does. It is revealed that Mina became a model actress at the old castle. Elsewhere, a pair of con artist brothers named Sam and Sid Sleaze, who are the owners of the Sleaze Brothers Carnival, plot to capture Feline and put her on display for profit. After trying to find Mina, Feline got chased in the forest by Agatha, Foulfellow, and Gideon. Although Todd and Bambi are searching for Feline, she encounters the Sleaze Brothers who trapped her in a cage. Later that night, Todd and Bambi helped Feline escape to the Tree Village, and the Sleaze Brothers are arrested by a pair of police officers on various charges. Back in the Tree Village, Jiminy finds Feline until the cricket was smashed by Foulfellow. When Agatha finds Foulfellow at the old castle, she angrily pushed a boulder on top of the fox, which killed him. Gideon reformed and ran off. Later, in the Tree Village, Jiminy died in peace, and Feline mourns for the cricket. The next day, after the tragedy, Ronald finds Feline and forced her to marry him, but Feline rejects him. Suddenly, Ronald flew into a blind rage and injured Feline with his antlers. After Ronald ran away from the Tree Village, he is arrested by the Wolf Arrowmen. Meanwhile, a very sad Feline lays down in front of a tree, sobbing. A moment later, Bambi the Deer arrived and told Feline that he loved her. The two deer happily hugged each other and kissed each other. Bambi allows Feline to live with Mina in the Tree Village. 30 years later, Feline grew from a small fawn to a large, beautiful doe. In the spring, she reunites with an adult Bambi and their old friend Todd the Fox. One day in the summer, Feline and Bambi spent time together in the Tree Village. Suddenly, a rival stag appeared. It was Ronald. Soon, Bambi battled the ruthless deer and allowed Feline to escape. Bambi kicked Ronald off a cliff until Ronald accidentally fell into a ravine. Bambi finds Feline and hugged her happily. The months passed. In the autumn, Todd and Bambi met two residents of the Tree Village. It was a hedgehog named Sonic and a young fox named Tails. It is revealed that Tails is Todd's cousin. Later on, Todd reunites with his brother, Jack the Fox. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, Feline met a shady doe who got a scar in her eye. It was Agatha, the deer. Although she plots to get rid of her enemy and take over the Enchanted Forest, Feline the deer challenges her to a battle. At the railroad, Agatha orders her raccoon henchman and Shadow the hedgehog to kidnap Amy Rose and Cream the rabbit. However, Feline realized that Agatha tries to steal her treasure, the ruby bandana, away from her. As the two deer fought, Sonic and Tails rescued Amy and Cream from the raccoons. On a ride with Percy the Tank Engine, Sonic and Tails battled Shadow. However, Shadow fell into a ravine. Sonic and Tails are safe at last. After Amy reunites Cream with her family, Feline orders Agatha to go back to the Outlands. Sonic and Tails ride on Percy. Later that night, Feline and Bambi are married, thanks to friend Owl. A year later, Feline and Bambi got a trio of fawns named Adam, Anne, and Flora. Soon, Feline gave the ruby bandana to the fawns and told them that it got its own magic powers.